Congratulations to all of you. You are amazing, and we're so proud to have you at the University of Utah. It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker. Baccalaureate students graduating with honors and students nominated by their college were invited to submit an essay for delivery here tonight. The panel chose 10 semifinalists, and all of their speeches were exceptional. But Janine Henry was selected by a unanimous decision. Janine is receiving a Bachelor of Science from the College of Humanities Department of Communication. She was born in Virginia, but moved to Utah when she was very young, so she claims both states as her home. Janine's life philosophy is work hard and be nice to people. Please welcome Janine Henry.
President Pershing, university faculty and staff, and honorary guests. Thank you for the honor of representing this year's graduating class. While there are far too many people to thank in the few minutes I have here today, I do want to thank two very important people. First, thank you to my mama bear, Stacy Whittemore, who taught me to find light in the darkness. And special thanks to Professor Julie Taylor, who made being here today a possibility by teaching me the power of authenticity. Class of 2014, today is a really big day for myself and for all of you, and for all of our hopeful yet sometimes doubting parents, and for that teacher in elementary school who knew you'd make it, and for that hall monitor in high school who swore you wouldn't, and for the companies you will soon work for, and for the families you may soon be a part of, and for your future mother-in-law who will question you at Thanksgiving dinner in 3 or 4 years about what you had hoped to do with that English major, and for that job doing what you love that validates this moment, even if just for you. And everyone, today, tomorrow, at your high school reunion, at your promotion, on your successful days, will remind you how big today is. And trust me, it's really tricky to not say, you made it, congratulations class of 2014, and it's finally over in a graduation speech. You're all here because you've done incredible work and have achieved so much, and you deserve that congrats. But today, I want to congratulate you for all of the seemingly small days that led up to now. Class of 2014, raise your hand right now if you had moments of doubt at all in the years earning your degree. Now take that hand and high-five the people next to you. Because we've all been there. Through the late nights at Marriott Library, when you got more sleep in the womb chairs than you did in your own home. And it took a fleet of bed bugs to get us all out of those. Rest in peace, you wonderful, sorely missed library chairs. Or the days spent in line at the grocery store, adding up how much of your paycheck could be afforded for guacamole. Or those 9 a.m. classes after the late shift at work the night before. Or those mornings you had to leave your kids at home while you reminded yourself how leaving would help bring you home to them a better person. We all know sacrifice in one way or another. We know J.K. Rowling sacrificed almost everything to get the story of triumph into the hands of young readers. We know Cesar Chavez sacrificed political immunity to give a voice to Hispanic grape pickers. And we know Miley Cyrus sacrificed her Disney reputation to get twerking into the dictionary. But we don't know what our sacrifices will look like until we're staring them right in the face. In my freshman year of college, my mom told me there would be days when I wouldn't think I'd make it, when I'd forget who I was or who I wanted to be in the whirlwind of school, and I'd want to be running for home. It was 4 years after that I thought I had proved her wrong. 3 major breakups, 4 moves, and 2 jobs later, I was still getting good grades and thinking I had avoided the storm. But October of last year, I found the storm. My fiance found out she had bone cancer in both hips. For those of you who don't know, bone cancer is pretty rare and is known to target those in their early 20s. So I don't know about you, but we suddenly felt very 22. Ooh, ooh. Her doctor told us she could be gone in 3 months, and I immediately recognized sacrifice for the impossible, deafening thing that it is. I had 4 years of straight A's under my belt, but was now missing classes to spend that extra 20 minutes with her in the morning, or watching her make macaroni, or reading next to her, or walking the dogs with her. I was deciding what sacrifices had to be made, and suddenly, being valedictorian and going for my master's and all of my other academic dreams felt completely out of sync. Rudy Giuliani, former mayor of New York City and part of the leadership team during the September 11th attacks, said it best. When I said New York City would be stronger, I didn't know that. I just hoped it. There are parts of you that say, maybe we're not going to get through this. You don't listen to them. You can't listen to the doubts. And for every one of you here, you know that too. We have fought and fought harder and lost harder, but we're here. And 7 months later, Kat is out there in the crowd for me today. And I get to be here on the stage as I always dreamed I would be. We decided to stop looking at the survival stats and just keep looking forward. There were parts of us that said maybe we're not going to get through this, but we have. And all of us here have been in that moment. So from what I can see, the sacrifice has always been worth it. But these are the types of sacrifices you just can't plan for. The stats class you struggle through, trying to keep your mind off home. The dinners at 11 p.m. after that rough retail job. The bad haircuts, I'm not sure of the last time I brushed my teeth. Staying up all night to support a struggling friend. The Skype calls home. I want you all to know that I hear you. And while you might not be standing here today exactly as you thought you would, you're standing here today exactly as you know you should. And wow, you all look great. I want to leave you with one final piece of advice before you throw your hats. It comes from my 5-year-old little sister, who seems to know things long before I catch on. I once found Grace buried to the waist in mud during a rainstorm in Oklahoma. When I asked her what she was doing, she told me she was growing up like flowers do. Like my sister Grace, we've all buried ourselves in things we believe in, hoping we're going to come out better. And all of those efforts brought you here. Growing up, sacrificing, believing, failing, trying, whatever your process was, congratulations. Not for today, but for every day before it.
Thank you, Janine, for so eloquently representing your peers. You are strong, courageous, and caring. It will likely come as no surprise to those of you in the audience that Janine is headed for great things. She's off to the University of Tampa to pursue a master's in marketing and hopes to use her skills to benefit a nonprofit organization. Thanks again for a great set of remarks, Janine. In 1980,